Alright, hello gentlemen, welcome back to the third part. So I've been thinking, I made a few moves, mostly housekeeping ones, like, we're gonna move up here, and some, big striding moves. Basically just, if you've ever moved troops through a, wheat field before, it helps to move them in I think it's 20 meter increments with 10-second pauses in between. Gives them what's the word? It gives them time to hide again. Anyway, these guys have taken a single hit to the commander, and you'll have to forgive me. It's allergy season has just started. I was originally gonna do something like that. I think I'm gonna shift this fire and actually have this house be fired on by someone else. And if it looks like there's someone in there, we will hit it with something. So it looks like there's guys in there, so we'll start hitting them with that. Also have this MG34 spray down this house. And I'll keep my MG42 free. But he's got a good base of fire on that entire village. Which is a useful thing to have. I might push my sniper out to right here by this tree. Should be able to see a bit better, not get spotted as easily. Their platoon's just kind of gotten fucked. I'm also moving 1st Company headquarters over here towards 1st Platoon. Kind of in the hopes that he can seize control of it. I do apologize if the helmets are flickering. I sort of jostled my hats around because I don't play with the mods I have on this map, some other maps. I might stick a mod tag onto one of those so I can have them all loaded. But I think the way the computer has done it is I forgot to do it, so I turned the computer off and I turned it back on. I think it still has the old hats in somewhere inside the RAM and is referencing them. Anyway, that's my guess. I'm not sure as to why the hats are flickering, because it looks like they're flickering between the two different sets. Because well, this is from one set. This is from the first set. And this one is from the second set. These two are. But I know I just got rid of the second set. I deleted it. So I think it's still loaded and it should be gone by the next time. Hopefully Heth Island. We'll be able to use those thunder thighs to get over there and maintain command of that situation. And we will start suppressing that town. I suppose now I'll go over another thing. As for the scenario that I wanted to do, or I'll play the turn and then I'll go over a thing next turn when I'm giving orders. So we're going to pull forward and just start suppressing the hell out of them. Now. Looks like that machine gun has been I suppose first up I want to check and see are these guys actually shooting. Okay, because I thought they weren't shooting there for a second. I just want to graze down these buildings a bit. Wait, hold on, is he gonna fire a rifle grenade? I don't think I've ever seen Germans fire a rifle grenade. turn those trees off so you can get a better view of it. Or I'll leave them on. I like the aesthetic. And yeah, it looks like we could definitely confirm that there are enemies inside the village at least. There's no need to rush this. If we know anything about us, it's that we have a definite ranged advantage. So meanwhile, on to this sort of field-based assault. Oh yeah, I forgot to stagger our movement, so that's a problem, but it should stagger itself. Looks like those first 20mm rounds are just really fortuitous in their timing. The entire company happens to stop also. And oh, this is another useful thing about pausing for, say, 10 seconds. Is it gives your men, if they say... Oh, okay. If they say spot a load of enemies over there, they can put some fire in there and keep them moving. And I had these guys over here on a hunt move order. Where does he stop? Looks like they're all pulling back into here. I think the key point will be mostly when we enter the village, we secure these 4 houses first, and this one. And it'll be rather hard to get fire onto them, so... Judging by our German armored superiority, we could probably just shove a Panzer II up here. Bombard anything that gets too close. Because we do eventually need to get in close. So here comes the commander. How did that go? Did you guys fire? I like to check and make sure my supporting squads fire. Yeah, okay. He's got the target. It means we can probably cycle this guy to shooting at something else. Alrighty. And so another thing I wanted to get for this scenario is a 15-second pause and take these guys off pause. Make it 10 seconds. Let's make it 5 actually. Whoop. Pause for 5 seconds. There we go. That is honestly more so they keep moving and keep poking their heads up. They'll get a little closer, shoot, get back, start running, get up, shoot, get back down. Just keeping up that outgoing firepower. Here I'm going to clear that target because this building's being hit by an MG-34. I can see a large mass of retreating Russians pulling through this gap. If I can, I would love to get some fire on that area. I think it'll mostly fall down to second platoon to do the actual clearing. I think I'll have, since we suspect there are enemies in... What's up with you guys? Why no? Oh, okay. Since we suspect there are enemies in there, I'll start firing into there. But with my armored car over here, actually. It wouldn't be beyond me to go try and claim this hill behind it. It pushes out a bit far forward, but I don't expect them to be too well reinforced. It's a bit of a gamble. If I lose the car, I lose the car. But these guys are mostly providing fire support. Don't want to lose the car, but it is a car, not a tank. I need to add a requirement. There's some points for the Soviets to destroy vehicles. Since the focus of this is essentially what I want the focus of this mission to be basically is men are expendable, time is not. You have 1 hour to push in deep. Oh, they've spotted someone. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm jumping around so much. Man, those NCOs really have a penchant for getting shot. That's 3 out of the 4 commanding officers. 3 out of our 4 casualties. Our officers are non-commissioned officers. Jesus, they must be conspicuous. Or there's a sniper out there. That's a gunner too. Or just really good machine guns. I don't know, I'm curious. Anyway, I think we just drove that guy out of his house. Taking pretty high casualties for what I was expecting. I mean, to be fair, they are trading fire from a fence line into a densely fortified area. Well, let's kick up the big guns then. Oh. I think this squad is just kind of done. They're just gonna hang out at the truck for the rest of the fight. And I guess in the meanwhile, we're just kind of waiting for these guys to push all the way forward. I might have undergunned the Germans for this, all things considered. Might go back and give the Germans a little bit more firepower. Just because of the massive firepower advantage the Soviets get from having 1944 technology. Also, they have a lot of submachine guns. I suppose the trade-off to this is they have terrible morale, but I might reduce their training and increase their morale to try and get roughly the same braking effect that they have, but lower their accuracy. Because I don't know if Soviet troops in 1941 would be that accurate. It looks like these guys are evacuating to that house. Let's clear that target until they can get that MG back up and running. So I got them kind of cut off to there. I think that house is clear. We'll throw 30 more seconds into that one. Try and push up. It's a bit too much. Like, 150 meters is good range, I would say, from any potential threats. I'm also trying not to use my knowledge of the scenario to my advantage. Like, I imagine this would be a decent position. There. Should give us enough firing time. Well, he's almost made it back. I guess you can go here. Have him stop firing soon. After these guys get over here, I will probably send a scout team up to the bridge. If the scouts are alive, then we'll send the tank over the bridge. But yeah, it really looks like those guys have run into that middle building. Oh, there's still some guys over here. I have a scout team. Go over there. try and get some guns down that road. Try and use our superior maneuverability against them. So they're picking him up. That house is clear. Or, not clear, but it's been blown to hell. I'll leave these guys shooting at this house. I'll even throw in the squad. But I doubt there's anyone left in it. There we go. Should be staggered enough. Try and do that for 1 minute. And we'll switch back to light fire, just keep it up. I do like it though. I'm having a real decently hard time catching these bloody Soviets. Let's see if I pop up a scout team and have them run twice. And see if they get absolutely torn to shreds by anything. So this is what I'm really curious about, because whether or not I can get my squad back. Put a few 20s in there. And you guys die. Alright, well, the bridge looks clear enough. Most notably, my infantry haven't been shot at yet. I'll send third squad up. First squad will watch. It's got a really light dent in it right there. I think we've managed to push everyone out of that area over here-ish. So I think I can call this side of the city more or less. It's suppressed. I'm gonna call it suppressed until I can check. So there's that. Yeah, I ain't exactly doing much. Let's get on up here. Oop. Tell me if y'all find anything crazy. If they can get across, then probably anyone can get across. That should put them well behind most everything. Make sure we lose the sight. Let them keep firing for a little bit, then probably switch them off. Oh, those MGs are still going at it. I have to check in with them, make sure I don't blow all their ammo. Still technically people in there. Yep, that'll do it. Looks like those two machine guns from the river are pulling back. Alright. Probably scouts down the bridge. Give these guys a moment to rest. Move the tank up there. Let's see if these guys get shot at. It's a genius strategy. Also run the commander up over here. I'm gonna do that rather quickly though. Machine guns will switch to that kind of shooting. Let's just see if these guys make it all the way. If they do, then we can probably just walk up the hill. The rest of these are either suppressed or dead. There's a chance we just got all of them. It looks like there's a fair number from just hiding over here in the orchard. That little crop field thing. Well, this ain't exactly the place to stop, but okay. Run, dude. Oh, that's a lot of machine. Alrighty, we can probably. What are they shooting at now? Looks like those guys can see over there. I didn't know that. Then in that case. Well, that's kind of annoying. It's probably a little dip right there. Oh, we at least know for sure that there are guys in there. Let's move up to here and, I don't know, blow the fuck out of the place. That ought to shut him the hell up. What are you aiming at? Oh, I bet he's reloading. Is he dead, or? No, he's just wounded. He'll be fine, probably. So here we just have the bulk of a platoon hiding behind a bridge. I'll keep shuffling people up. Let's see if we can't get some smoke out over there. Ugh, pollen. Jeez. Did that kill him? Or just suppress the hell out of him? Just suppress the hell out of him. Looks like those guys are doing just fine over there. Who spotted that guy? Besides the armored car, then. No one? Alright, fair enough. Wait, you fired another 7 rounds. Oh. Wow. Alright, I want to get these guys together. Let these guys rest up for a moment. Try and keep them people on the bridge down. It's daring, but it's exactly what I would expect early journeys to do, to try and encircle the entire village with armored cars. If I had half tracks, I would have grabbed this squad and torn them all over here as fast as possible. But, as it stands, I'll just try and suppress the nearest threatening houses. Also gives everyone time to pick up their stuff, like your commanding officer. You know, stuff, things, people. Run over there. You took fire from... Sounds like a deep up there. Alright, and so the 1st Infantry have managed to reach the village. Oh. Some of them have surrendered. That's useful. Okay, we'll start raking that house down. And a squad leader here will try and pop some smoke. Looks like this is the real problem house. So we will just start washing it down. I think I'll just let this armored car sit here, take you it pleases. Oh, that's what I'm about to let this guy do. These guys are pinned and these guys need to rest. Where's the fourth guy? Oh, he's over there. Okay, so there's the two rifle. Everything that makes this squad exceptional, and the spares. Run, buddy. Hey, they made it. Alright, cool. If we can pull third squad out, losing one squad would be a not too terrible price to pay. I'll let him keep firing for that one more minute. Oop. Oh yeah, now we managed to cut this road down. Whenever they try and reinforce across the road, it should just be a massive slaughter. Right? That was a really effective use of an armored car. And it looks like as they're trying to flee this village, we managed to finally encircle them. Yeah, that's important. Hold on. Yeah, he's probably important. This guy's probably really important. I remember we shot one just like him up on the hill. He looks like a Soviet officer to me. Some kind. Oh, I bet that doesn't do wonders for how they feel about the situation. Oh. Let's try and get our guys across that river. Looks like now that we've broken through their line, they're having just a real bitch of a time figuring out where to go or what to do. I mean, they're fleeing into houses, but we can see them running into them. So I'll just probably hose this house down with a bunch of MG42 fire. Looks like this house has become their more or less new semi-strong point. So we'll just grab this MG42, point it at this house, and tell them to blow it the fuck away. The smoke actually blew really nicely over the bridge. These guys some time to put that fire, clear that target. That should do that. Yeah, there's that armored car out the back. Ensuring that there is no escape. We should probably see these certain groups surrender. Looks like they are fleeing south of the village. Let's try and clear this out. I want this armored car to move over there. It's almost kind of pursuit now. We will try and cordon this off so that this area is unpassable, so that they can't escape from this. Sweep these houses, then turn and sweep it as a platoon. Purpose for that mostly being so that we can bring these guys up. With this thing house secured, we effectively control the center of the village. It's sort of the key point of the entire thing. And we will just gradually inch our way upwards. It shouldn't be too difficult, I suspect they're hella suppressed. Probably put the tank over here and put the rest of it These guys improve. Most likely a useful base of fire if anyone should give us actual trouble. What's that? Oh, it's the... God, I love how cut There we go. I think I like how this scenario is balanced. It's pretty good for the first thing. It's in a nice, moderately well-defended position. Counteracted by the fact that the troops inside of it are not expecting to be attacked. I think this is working out pretty well. Oh, and the Soviets surrender. Anyway, that was a scenario I made. So I think it went pretty well, all things considered. You take some light casualties, but mostly it's a mission about speed. Could have been done a bit quicker, I think. You could do it with less casualties and a bit slower if you wait for the tanks. You could do it with a bit quicker with more casualties if you take that hill early on. I think this was a nice balance. Gives you 15 extra minutes. Yeah, I think this works out well. And I'd say this is I wouldn't call it beginner level, but maybe, well, I'd say it's a harder beginner level map then, because it has those big open spaces, but it's really a fairly simple combat challenge. I don't know. I'd like to think of it as the scenario I would have liked to play my first time I played Red Thunder. That's really what I was trying to go for. Was I don't know, something that's easy enough to win, but difficult to win perfectly. Because by using combined arms warfare, I might throw an anti-tank gun in. Not an anti-tank gun, but like an anti-tank rifle to be some threat to those cars. Really, a lot of it is caution with your infantry. Light urban combat after an open field battle. So the Germans are pretty good over here. In here is where they'll really take casualties if you don't remember to bring that armor up a lot closer than you had it, I think. So, yes, general tactical guideline is always, of course, secure the hills first. And, if you can, flank the village. Otherwise, use overwhelming force to brute force your way down the road with the armored support. Anyway, it's meant to mimic the opening day on. Basically, it's meant to mimic the literal first day of the Eastern Front, so the Soviets shouldn't be too difficult to nab. Let's see, this orange guy. I do kind of wish they'd surrendered a bit quicker, but, oh well, whatever. Squadron headquarters. A couple guys running around, they'll probably be taken prisoner. Let's see how these guys fared. 2 casualties. None. Surprising for the machine gun. Yeah. None. 2. 1. None. These guys were really good. They got 4 of them. Good by Soviet standards. Yeah, only having lost 1 truck, I think that's pretty decent. Yeah, alright, I'm satisfied. Alright, until next time, gentlemen, I've been your Commander Tomato. I will see you the next day on the Ostfront.